Hey Scorpio, welcome to the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're gonna do your monthly love reading. Um, so let's get in and see what's going on. You know, Scorpio, here's the thing, right? If your reading doesn't behave this time, I swear I'm gonna start doing a series on you because some of you out there is like maybe it's just my energy, but I feel like every time I do a love reading, it's this drama, you know, like what is going on? You know, it's probably my energy, but I don't know. But nevertheless, let's just see what we got going on for you guys. So messages for Scorpio. So you got navigate carefully. Like that card like says it all. Okay, so you know, I just saw soulmate on the bottom of the deck. Okay, I seen it. So some of you could be, right? Soulmate, karmic partners, right? Those the ones. So let me get a good old shuffle. And soulmate came back on the deck again, back to the bottom again. I can't. All I'm saying is, you know, it's crazy out here in these love streets. All right, so we have show compassion. Foil for Scorpio. All right, got two more. We have dreaming of you and I can't do it. So there's resistance here, okay? there's resistance. So there is someone that you're dealing with right now. I don't know if you're together or not. However, I feel like some of you, maybe you're not, because you got navigate carefully on here and then you got determination, you know, on the end. So I feel like you're very cautious, you know, of someone right now that you're dealing with. You know, you may think about them, however, right? Maybe you've been holding back your emotions. Maybe you are being a little guarded right now. So that's kind of where you're coming in to this reading, okay? So you're aware of something, and I feel like you're going to make sure that this ain't another, you know, terrorist attack, okay? Okay. So we have an offer. I see you holding back though, right? You thinking about the offer though. It's on your mind. You're thinking about it. So let's see. Okay. Even though you're trying to resist or you're going slow for some of you towards this person, right? They may feel like, you know, you're not being, I don't know. Look at this. Look at these dreams. You know, some of you probably would accept this offer if this person would act right, all right? And I am feeling like, you know, a Pisces, so I'm just going to throw that out there. It doesn't have to be. Maybe it's because of all of this blue, okay? Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. I don't know who you're dealing with. But I feel like if this person would act right, I feel that you would give in, like you would accept the offer, okay? Because I feel like you like this person because, you know, you have this, you know, this card of it. Moons represent caution, okay? So, but at the same time, for me, it also talks about like emotion. So I think emotionally, you know, you would accept this. You know, you want them to act right. Like if you had a wish, right? If in regards to your relationship, the person you're dealing with, if you had a wish to be granted, like if Genie was like, hey Scorpio, I'm gonna give you, you know, 3 wishes. One of your wishes would be that this person acts right, right? That's the issue. Like, because you want to accept this offer, right? You're emotionally attracted to them as well, as I was saying, and then the twin flame card comes out. So, you know, we saw the soulmate twice. Now you got this twin flame. You guys are, a lot of you always dealing with some type of flame, or it's the same flame. Maybe it's not a new one. Okay, it's the same flame for some of you. Like you keep settling for this person somehow. I'm about to do like a check-in with y'all reading to see what your person is thinking like every week. I swear that's what I'm about to start. If this channel, you know, had more subscribers and it was worth my time. Oh, settling on the bottom of the deck. Told you. I was just about to say that. Look, God, see? No matter how hard, Scorpio, you try to purge this person from your system, they just keep coming back. you know what I'm saying? Like, we have twin flame, we have the union card, and we've literally like seen the soulmate card twice. You know what I'm saying? So no matter how hard you try to purge them, some of you cannot understand why you can't get them like out of your heart, right? Like, why you can't, like, why do you keep letting this person back? Like, why do you keep receiving them like every time they come back? Well, because they're your twin flame, you know, and you gotta find a way to either make it work or make it go away. I don't know. Unless you like this, you could maybe. Ooh, you got purged. You see, you can't get rid of them. Like, you keep forgiving them. Look, you have forgiveness here. You keep forgiving them. You like them a lot, right? And then you go through your phases. Like, you're stuck, you know, on them. Then you're unstuck from them. And then you probably, you know, be stuck again. Because this is the cycle, okay? And they're coming back in, like, with, they just like, okay, you know what? I'm back. What's up? What you gonna do, right? Oh, what else? So we have withdrawn, okay? Some of you have been single for a while, and now they're back, all right? Oop. We have clarity, and one on the floor. And we have perspective. So this just tells me, once again, like, the reason why you keep yourself, you know, from this person is because you don't know what's true with them. You don't know what's right. You don't know what's wrong. And sometimes it's better to be single because, you know, like the card says, better off, right? Happiness, clear headspace. You got this here twice. So some of you are really trying to figure out, like, if you get back with this person, like, what it's going to look like? What is it going to be like? What are you going to experience, you know, this time? And you don't want to become a victim to this person. For some of you, again, all right, and take that however it resonates. All right, so you're definitely trying to get clarity. You're definitely trying, like, you're trying to figure this out. And this is hard for you because you like them. And I know I've said that 1,000 times, and I'm going to hold you guys here forever repeating the same thing. But you're trying to figure out if they're being honest with you right now, right? Because, you know, you step back from this person for a reason. Okay, there were reasons. It says intentions here. There were reasons why you stepped away. So you have emotional storm, right? Yeah. So for some of you, this person is messed up, period. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and it's different for all of you. Please don't, you know, I could be wrong, but I just feel like a lot of you, like, this person's messed up. All right, like, they have emotional issues, okay? Like, seriously. And you may be sending them some mixed signals right now, because for a lot of you, you're just trying to make a decision. Like, you haven't even fully stepped into this. Maybe a tiny bit, right? Because I feel we have 2 dreaming cards, so that means that you and them are thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? So, but in addition to thinking about this person, you're also thinking about, like, what is it going to look like dealing with them again, right? So we have chasing, we have pursuit, and then we have resilience, you know? So I do see that, like, you're not breaking your neck towards them right now, Scorpio. That may be what they're doing, okay? Because I feel like there is particularly with this emotional card, like, somebody is literally, I mean, if you're telling them no, or you're moving real slow, it's bothering them, because it's almost like they really want you. They want, like, they're up thinking about it. They're almost craving to have, you know, you back again. So that's why, I don't know, watch this. For some of you, watch this person, because I just don't, like, they could be mental, you know, in some way, shape, or form. I don't know. They spying. A lot of you may have them spying on you. Like, they're just, I don't know. Somebody's cautious. The other person is just like, what's taking Scorpio so long to call me, right? They just, you know, like, call me back, right? Maybe they sent you messages saying that, like, you know, call me back. Yeah. And you're just like, yeah, I'll get to it. You know, you're not in a rush, okay? Ooh, I like that. Distracted. I like that. Some of you are focusing on like your family right now, right? You're focusing on, you know, being a parent. You're not really paying attention to all of what this person is saying. So it's like you halfway in, you halfway out. Okay. Some of you realize this person is never going to change. Okay. They're just going to delay your life. Like these things you already know. Maybe they've changed a lot when it comes to like your dynamics at home, your family, you know, things of that nature. All right. I personally feel like this person is probably very, very shallow, right? And really empty inside. And I hate to say that, you know, but that's just how I feel. I just feel like they're not good bug juice, right? Something wrong with them, okay? They distract you. They cause change in your life. They cause delays. They got you all sidetracked, you know, off of what you should be doing. Your emotions probably be all over the place dealing with this person. They are just simply no good, okay? So we got pride. It says arrogance, ego, and stubborn, whatever, right? I just, all I know is that person is trapped in captive in their own emotions, their feelings, you know, in their head. They in their head because I feel like they mental. So, let's get some tarot cards. Are these, yeah? No, too many. Stop that. All right, give me 1 second. Messages for Scorpio. This ain't even a card. No, Scorpio. All right. What we got, Spirit? This person's demented, yo. Anyway. What? I gotta hurry up and get off of here. I'm taking up too much time. I gotta take the bait. Okay. All right. So we got a lot. Oh my Lord. Oh Lord. What do we got? 7 of Swords, 10 of Cups, Queen of Cups, and the 3 of Cups. This is a lot. Okay. I could say a whole bunch about this, right? I could say a whole bunch. So 3 of Cups, we all know, you know, when we have them threes, we got, you know, some additions, you know, to something here. So 3 of Cups is a good card. You know, it's a card of, you know, friendship and celebration, you know, creativity and things like that. The Queen of Cups has a clear understanding, right, of how all those dynamics, you know, work, you know, in a relationship. But I feel that, you know, particularly with the 7 of Swords, I feel that some of you may be, you know, 100% aware of like their deception, right? You know what's going on, but you also may miss, you know, the times that, you know, you've spent with them. And that's kind of like how, you know, I feel like you know, you want this relationship. Like I said, that if you had a wish, that wish would be for you to be able to have, you know, this 10 of Cups, you know, when you're dealing with them, like, you know, to be, you know, complete, to have a family, to get married, like the card, you know, previously came out, right? You know what, that wasn't even a reading. Did the marriage card come out here? No, it was the last reading. But anyway, so yeah, so some of you may want just that. You want this 10 of Cups. You want to be happy. You want, you know, these blessings, but you just know with the 7 of Swords, it's not with this person. Like this person is, you know, everything bad. They're opportunists, they sneaky, you know, they avoid responsibility, some of them steal, you know, this is just a deceptive person, you know, and that's kind of how I'm seeing this. So let's get one last card and I'm gonna leave this alone. Okay, so you got time. Again, you're taking your time, right? Give this time, Scorpio. Spirit may be asking that you give this some time. So give this time because, and you're taking your time. I wouldn't give this guy no time, with this girl, no time, right? I just would step back from this individual because they haven't changed, right? It could, for some of you, this could be 3 years later, right? They resurfacing. And I tell you, time hasn't changed, you know, much of anything with them. So that is the reading I have for you. So continue to navigate carefully, you know, take your time, okay? Because this one right here, I got a little bit more work to do. All right, Scorpio, thank you guys for stopping, and I'll see you in the next video.